Well, good morning. No, just after midday. Sorry, here in quite a cold but sunny Galashiels. Once again, I was up at the crack of dawn, 6 o'clock, out with the hound. He loves rolling in the frosty dew. Gets himself absolutely soaked. I have to bring him back here and towel him. You're good toweling. So anyway, I had a comment from Crockett Thompson, who regularly comments, and he's still a bit unsure about this Mike Hallbach comment. So I just wanted to go through it side by side with Maxine Carr and add a few other thoughts as well. Hopefully this will all work correctly. If I click on that and share the screen. So first up, and I'll just keep it in this small view for now. This is the Maxine Carr interview. We've got 22 seconds of it. It comes up on screen, the bit to listen out for. So this was Maxine Carr when Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman in Soham in Cambridgeshire back in 2003, when they were merely missing people. They were missing girls. Nobody knew what had happened to them. And this was the big breakthrough that the police managed to get through Maxine Carr inadvertently letting something slip.
This is something I'll probably keep for the rest of my life, I think. It's what Holly gave me on the last day of term. She was very, very upset because I didn't get my job, and that's the kind of girl she was. She was just lovely, really lovely.
That's really very sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
She was really sweet. She was really lovely. As a result of that interview, the police, well, first of all, the TV production company, the producers were immediately alerted to the use of the past tense.
I mean, the grieving process, could last days, could last weeks, could last years. Hopefully we find answers as soon as possible so we can, begin to hopefully, move on. Hopefully Teresa still in our life.
I'm sorry, I'd just like to point out that I was trying to get also the footage. A lot of you saw it obviously in Making a Murderer, when Stephen Avery is being interviewed on the Thursday by a film crew. And he talks about the Hallbachs must be going through hell. Imagine if Stephen Avery had said what Mike Hallbach just said. The grieving process for this missing person could last days, could last weeks, could last years. Consider what the Manitrock press would have done, the media would have done if Stephen Avery had said what Mike Hallbach just said. They would have taken it as an admission and as a confession. My big bugbear is obviously Mike Hallbach. He is as devious as anything in all of this, clearly, with that statement. That the grieving process could last days, weeks, years. Just a ridiculous thing to say. Other things that he said, where he talks about just pop the DVD or the video in your video player, watch it, and that's the whole story, which we know is completely debunked, completely false. And as Emily Matasic says to him, have you watched it yet? No, he hasn't watched it. And then at sentencing, he actually says that Brendan should have taken a plea deal. One of the most bizarre things you can imagine, because if you truly believe that Brendan did what he was coerced into saying, you would not want Brendan to ever be released from prison. And the idea that he took a plea deal whereby he would be treated leniently for what he supposedly did to Teresa, you know, stop and think about it. This guy, Mike Hallbach, I'm calling him out again. I'm going to keep calling him out as dodgy as hell. But my big bugbear, what on earth are the media playing at? As I said, if Stephen Avery had said that, they would have jumped all over it. They would have had him convicted there and then. Mike Hallbach says it. I have never heard of any reporter questioning what he just said. He realized he'd made the mistake because he says, oh, hopefully with Teresa still in our lives. But grieving when she's only a missing person. Remember, when a person is only missing, even when they're found and they're dead, the family members are the last ones to accept what could have happened to her. You know, it's now I'm not buying it. It really is a sick state of affairs when the media can't even be bothered to do their job properly and question Mike about what he's just said, and then go to the police, which is what the Sky News team did in Soham. The Sky production manager immediately went to the police and said, "You need to watch this," and the police said, "Yeah, that is absolutely mind-blowing." What Maxine Carr said, using the past tense. So as I say, I'm gonna keep going on about this Mike Hallbach thing. It really is a big problem. He knows, or he's been told, before obviously any remains are found, that Teresa is gone. How does he know that? Law enforcement must have told him. How do they know? It doesn't take a rocket science, does it? Anyway, we'll catch you all again soon. Hoping to line up a few more chats with various people. I've done a little bit more research on the t-shirts. That's coming together nicely. And I'm going to stop this one and do another one about the post-Crescent. So here we go. We'll catch you all soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.